So, I'm gonna take 4 eggs. And separate the whites. Wouh! Mais putain, mais alors ce soir. So today was freaking hot and it's getting better and better, but a storm is coming somehow. I wanted to do a lot of shootings, that's really what I wished, and now I have it, and I'm like, hey, I'd like to take a day off. So today I'm going nowhere, I'm just staying home, working on editing, on my videos, on everything that needs to be done, and trust me, there's a lot. Since this episode is episode 51, like, I missed 50, that was yesterday, but I thought today would be appropriate to, like, crack open the archives and try to find every bit of footage of me while I'm shooting, like, stuffs when I was a kid, perhaps give you one of two big stuff, you know, like, not a big vlog today, but a lot of good stuffs. That's a storm coming. It's Mom's birthday tomorrow, and since I have absolutely no time, I was really busy this week, but what I can do is make her a nice cake, a nice birthday cake. That's the least I can do. Plus it tastes very good. So that's what I'm gonna do. Make her a nice birthday cake, chocolate birthday cake. Step first, you melt 200 grams of chocolate, and then you add 180 grams of butter. You obviously want to make sure that you don't have any kind of pieces of butter inside your chocolate. You want it to be perfectly melted. We're gonna take 4 eggs. And separate the whites from the yellow. Doing so. Alright, very good. Then you add to it 180 grams of sugar. Then you add 3 big spoons of flour. Finally, the whites from the eggs that I kind of messed around with. You're supposed to beat them as hard as you can to make them become sort of a snowish, fluffy stuff, as you've seen perhaps in one of my previous log. So, for the record, that's what happens if you kind of mess around and if you have a bit of yellow going in, you won't have the fluffy stuff. You get something, but it's not fluffy. Though it shouldn't really alter or change the taste of the cake. Perhaps it'll be less soft, less foamy, but it should be fine. Anyway, last stuff is you're gonna incorporate them properly. Now we don't have it, but in theory, when you have this fluffy stuff, you have to incorporate them without breaking them. Right now, I have sort of a foamy stuff, but yeah, it's not perfect. And you should be incorporating them very smoothly so you don't break too much of it and you incorporate the air that you just broth into your eggs. Last thing to do is, if like me you have an antique mold, you just take a bit of butter. Let's say this much for a start, just a bit for the start. Take a tissue and you will rub the hell of this butter into the molds. Just take a bit of flour. Not too much, again. And so the flour sticks in the mold. And when the dough is cooked, it will be easy to remove it. So please preheat your oven at 165 degrees in cake mode. So basically you have the small fan and the heat coming from below. And once your oven is warm enough and your mold and everything is ready, let it cook. Right now it's past 11. The cake is still cooking and I'm just gonna have a little dinner. So I'm preparing a sort of fake ramen, sort of. I'll have soba noodles and I'll try to mix it up with some vegetables and stuff and a piece of ham to fake a ramen. Hopefully the ham will give it a flavor to it, to the noodles. You know, that was cooked really quickly, but I think it's gonna be good. At least it looks good looking. It looks tasty. What do you think? And to go along, my last sweet soy sauce mochi. It does look good. Hopefully it'll taste good. By the way, this is a family recipe from my grandmother you saw in yesterday's vlog. So that is world premiere in the history of pastry. And I think I'll leave you with that for tonight. See you tomorrow.